Hello and welcome to Relaxing Facts. I'm Chad Kay, and today I will be talking about the novel Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Each week, I share interesting stories and little-known facts on a variety of topics, accompanied by gentle, soothing music. My goal is to help you find a sense of calm during your busy day. Feel free to settle into a cozy spot and let yourself be carried away by these relaxing facts. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, published in 1847 under the pseudonym Ellis Bell, remains one of the most intense and unsettling novels in English literature. It's not a traditional love story. It's a study of passion, revenge, and the destructive power of obsession, all set amid the wild Yorkshire moors. Bronte's world is stark and elemental, a place where human emotion mirrors the landscape. Unpredictable, violent, and beautiful. At its center is the relationship between Catherine Earnshaw and Heathcliff, two souls bound together by something deeper than affection, something primal. Growing up together at Wuthering Heights, they form an inseparable bond. Catherine declares, "I am Heathcliff," expressing not romance but identity, an acknowledgement that they are two parts of the same being. Yet she marries Edgar Linton, the refined gentleman of Thrushcross Grange, because she wants social respectability. Her choice splits her heart between wild instinct and social ambition, and this tension becomes the novel's driving force. Heathcliff, devastated and enraged by her decision, disappears and returns years later transformed, wealthy, brooding, and consumed by vengeance. His revenge isn't only against Edgar or Hindley Earnshaw, but against the rigid class system that branded him inferior. He manipulates marriages, takes property, and destroys lives in an effort to reclaim power. But his success brings no peace. His cruelty becomes a reflection of his own suffering. Through Heathcliff, Bronte exposes how love, when twisted by pride and pain, turns into destruction. The novel's structure deepens this complexity. It's told through multiple narrators: Lockwood, an outsider who runs Thrushcross Grange, and Nellie Dean, the housekeeper who recounts the intertwined histories of the Earnshaws and Lintons. This layered storytelling blurs truth and memory. No single voice can be trusted entirely, and that uncertainty gives the book its eerie, dreamlike quality. We are never sure what is fact, what is emotion, or what is myth. Bronte was doing something radical, forcing readers to see that stories, like people, are shaped by perspective. The setting of Wuthering Heights is essential. The moors are not just scenery. They are a character in their own right. Wuthering Heights, exposed to fierce wind and storms, embodies passion and chaos. Thrushcross Grange, by contrast, symbolizes refinement and restraint. The tension between these two places mirrors the conflict between Catherine and Heathcliff, between nature and culture, wildness and control. Catherine's death midway through the novel doesn't end the struggle. It merely transforms it into haunting memory and spiritual unrest. The story's second half focuses on the next generation: Cathy Linton, Linton Heathcliff, and Hareton Earnshaw. These characters live in the shadow of their parents' choices. Heathcliff's obsessive desire for revenge shapes their lives, repeating cycles of cruelty and misunderstanding. Yet within that repetition lies the chance for renewal. Kathy and Hareton's slow, awkward friendship blossoms into genuine love. Through them, Bronte suggests that compassion and learning can break the inheritance of hatred. It's not a sentimental ending, it's hard-earned healing. Gothic elements weave through the novel. Ghosts, dreams, and the presence of the dead among the living. The supernatural in Wuthering Heights is ambiguous. Is Catherine's ghost real, or is it a projection of guilt and longing? Heathcliff's final days blur the line between life and death as he starves himself, seeing visions of her. His death feels less like punishment and more like a reunion. Villagers claim to see the two wandering the moors together, restless yet united. It's both haunting and strangely peaceful, love transcending mortality but untouched by redemption. Bronte's writing is raw and uncompromising. Her characters don't fit moral categories. They are proud, violent, and self-destructive. Early critics called the book coarse and barbaric, but today we see it as psychologically profound. Bronte was exploring emotional obsession before the language of psychology even existed. She understood how trauma repeats itself, how love can blur into possession, and how identity can be consumed by desire. The novel also examines gender and power. Catherine's tragedy stems from being trapped by social expectations. She cannot choose freely without losing her place in society. Heathcliff, though male, is equally trapped by class and origin. His anger comes from humiliation as much as heartbreak. Bronte shows that both characters, in different ways, are confined by structures beyond their control. Their defiance is self-destructive, but also deeply human. They rebel because they cannot bear to conform. Class is another major theme. The Earnshaws and Lintons represent two faces of the landed gentry: rough provincialism versus polished civility. Heathcliff, born an outsider, threatens both by climbing into their world. His revenge exposes how fragile those social hierarchies really are. Yet in achieving power, he becomes as cruel as those who oppressed him. Bronte implies that dominance, not morality, governs class relations, and that revenge offers no liberation, only repetition of violence. The novel's religious imagery complicates things further. Heaven and hell are often mentioned, but Bronte rejects traditional morality. Catherine and Heathcliff's connection seems to exist outside salvation. They seek eternal union not in heaven, but in the wild. The character Joseph, a servant who constantly preaches, represents hollow faith, religion reduced to hypocrisy. For Bronte, spiritual truth lies in passion and nature, not in social piety. Nature itself carries moral weight. The moors reflect both freedom and danger, a landscape where human emotions are stripped bare. The storms and seasons parallel the character's internal chaos. When love softens in the novel's final chapters, the weather too seems calmer. The landscape evolves alongside the story, embodying the possibility of renewal. Stylistically, Bronte's use of nested narration creates distance and depth. Lockwood's prim detachment and Nellie's moralizing tone contrast sharply with the wildness of the events they describe. This tension between voice and action forces readers to question appearances. Wuthering Heights doesn't offer moral lessons. Instead, it offers raw experience, filtered through the limits of human understanding. By the time Heathcliff dies, the novel has turned inward. His revenge collapses into exhaustion, and his passion into transcendence. His death feels less like defeat than completion, a return to Catherine and the earth itself. The younger generation's quiet happiness does not erase the past, but it redeems it slightly. It's as if the storm has spent itself, leaving behind air that is clear but still trembling. Wuthering Heights remains unique because it refuses to fit any single genre. It's part gothic horror, part love story, part social critique. It is about the wildness within civilization, the ghostliness of memory, and the thin line between love and hatred. It doesn't comfort or moralize. Instead, it exposes the deepest parts of the human spirit, where passion defies reason and the soul demands recognition at any cost. Bronte wrote only this one novel before her death at age 30, yet its power feels eternal. Wuthering Heights endures because it's untamable. Like the moors it describes, it is vast, bleak, and alive with wind and fire. A story that, even after centuries, still echoes. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this week's talk. If you like this episode of Relaxing Facts, I would love for you to subscribe, leave a comment, or click like. I hope you have a fantastic day, whether you're taking a moment to unwind or simply enjoying some calming listening. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Chad K, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.